Aisha had been raised in a family where her voice was often ignored. When her parents announced that she must marry a man of their choice, she had no strength to resist. Her heart sank as she realized her life was being traded for family honor. The groom was arrogant, controlling, and cared nothing about her feelings. She prepared for the worst, hiding her pain in silence. On the day of the wedding, her face betrayed her sorrow. Samir, who happened to be there, saw her misery and sensed something was wrong. He was a man known for speaking against injustice, and he could not stay silent while she was pushed into a life she clearly did not want. When the rituals began, Samir boldly interrupted. He declared it was wrong to bind someone into marriage against their will. At first, people gasped, but then Aisha broke her silence. She admitted she did not want to marry the groom. Her words shocked everyone. Samir stood firmly beside her, refusing to let her be silenced again. The groom's family threatened and argued, but as murmurs of support grew from the crowd, they backed away, humiliated. Aisha's forced marriage was stopped that very night. Though her family felt disgraced, Samir's courage had given her freedom. Aisha left with Samir, who offered her shelter and safety. For the first time, she felt hope. Days turned into weeks as she rebuilt herself with his support. Grateful and drawn to his kindness, she slowly let him into her guarded world. One evening, she revealed her hidden truth, her real identity. She was not an ordinary girl as everyone believed. She belonged to a wealthy, influential family, but had hidden her name to escape people who sought her for money and power. Samir listened, astonished but understanding. Instead of fearing her secret, Samir told her that her past did not matter to him. What mattered was her happiness. His words touched her deeply, and soon their companionship turned into love. They married quietly, away from the eyes of those who once tried to control her fate. For a time, Aisha believed she had found the life she had always wanted. But as days passed, Samir's behavior changed. The same man who once stood against injustice began staying out late, giving vague excuses, and growing distant. She sensed something was wrong but hoped she was mistaken. Her doubts were confirmed one evening when she discovered messages on his phone from another woman. The words were intimate, filled with secrets and promises. Her heart broke. Betrayal had come not from her family this time, but from the very man who had once saved her. When she confronted him, Samir first denied it, then grew defensive. He accused her of spying and reminded her of the life he had given her. But his anger only revealed his guilt. Tears filled her eyes as she realized he had turned into the very kind of man she thought she had escaped. The argument ended with silence between them. Aisha's trust had shattered, and no words could repair it. The man who had once promised to protect her had betrayed her soul. She could not live in a marriage built on lies. In the days that followed, she made her decision. She filed for divorce, choosing dignity over betrayal. Her family, once ashamed of her defiance, now watched as she walked away from a broken marriage with her head held high. Aisha realized that freedom was not only about escaping a forced marriage, but also about leaving any relationship where love and loyalty did not exist. Samir had saved her once, but in the end, he lost her forever. Her story became a reminder that true strength lies not only in surviving tradition, but also in walking away from betrayal. The forced marriage had been stopped, but it was cheating that ended her final chapter, with divorce, and the promise of a new beginning.